first caller is Dennis from South Carolina.
What's up, Dennis?
Come on, Dennis.
What's up, man?
Hey guys, how are y'all?
We're good.
All right.
How can we help you?
Hey, I got well, first of all, just thank y'all for all y'all do. I know y'all hear that, probably acknowledge them, but from the bottom of my heart, it's helped me tremendously with this journey that I've been going through. And I know countless others. I hear it every day with listening to y'all. I haven't been a listener of y'all's for probably more than a year, but I've kind of caught up because I listen to y'all all the time. So I'm deep into your archives of all your stuff.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dennis.
So I'm just going to read what I got here, a little bit about my background. About a year ago, I was about 373 pounds. When I wrote this email, I was 245. My email says 235, but I was actually 245. I smoked for 15 years and I would drink every night. And I was always giving a reason of why to relax, to go to sleep. It doesn't matter. I did that 7 days a week, ate like crap. And then woke up about a year ago and said, I got to do something. This is getting out of hand. I've always been big into weightlifting, always been big into the bodybuilding scene, that mentality. I will eat rice and tuna fish whenever I need to. Like that's where my brain is, but I'm also that way when it goes to drinking and smoking and I'm like, I obsess about other things. But in any case, I work out 5 days a week for about an hour. I get about 15,000 steps a day. I just now started wearing a weighted vest to kind of, because I'm dropping weight, so I wanted to add more weight so that my calories would kind of stay the same burnt. I'm sure y'all will have something to say about that. I eat about 3,000 calories a day, 3,100 calories a day. I just had my DEXA scan done about 3 weeks ago. I can get into that if y'all need me to. I take creatine, HMB, BCAAs after working out with a little bit of protein powder. I eat 4 meals pretty much from 9 to 5 is my meals are about 2 to 2.5 hours spaced out with all my protein. I usually do about a cup of rice or a sweet potato or something as my carbs, and then a cup of veggies. I do not eat fruit, just so you all know. That's really about it. My main question, sorry to be so long-winded, is I've trained really hard for the last year, and I'm not saying that I haven't made progress. I have obviously made progress, but I'm noticing my chest on my lower it's retaining fat. I can't get rid of it. I've tried every exercise known to man. I've done what I thought that I needed to do, that in my lower stomach, and I cannot get rid of this. I would assume it's just stubborn fat. And so I don't want to be concerned if y'all just say, hey man, it's just going to take time and you just got to keep working at it and it'll eventually come off, then I'm okay with that. But I don't want to be doing something wrong and not causing that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, you're not causing that to happen. It is stubborn body fat. I think you're doing way more than you need to, but if you love it, I think you're doing okay. I can tell you have that bodybuilding background. Can you tell me a little bit about that history?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like I started lifting weights probably 17, 18 years old, big into weights. And I got into actual bodybuilding early 20s. I didn't compete. It was honestly just a mindset. It was, lift as heavy as you could, eating very strict, all the vitamins. Like I had a case of vitamins that I used to take. That was an everyday thing. I no longer do that, but that's where my background came. And I just kept researching. I research bodybuilders all the time just because they're the most in shape people on the planet. So, I mean, if you're not listening to them, I'm not saying to be like them to get to 6%, 4% body fat, but they had it down, but it's hard to do. And so I did that for years. And then then life hit me upside the head. I was 30s. I partied. Then I would go back into it and train and I would get down to, an in shape feature. And then another something in my life would happen, and it's been a roller coaster, which I've heard you talk about in the podcast. That's probably one of the worst things to do, is to go in and out of gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight. And so this is like my final straw. This is it. So I will maintain something along these lines from here till I'm not on this earth anymore.
What makes you convinced that this is different?
My daughter, number one. I have a daughter that she doesn't live with me, but I know it hit me one day a year ago that I got to be here for her instead of being selfish for myself and wanting to drink and smoke and do all the stuff I used to do. I really wanted to focus on having and maintaining a life for her. And the older I get, the more I know that my health is more important for her, and not just for me. So I guess not being selfish was my biggest thing. I just said, I got to stop. And so motivator. This is the longest I've ever been consecutively on this strict of when I say I don't cheat, I don't cheat. Now, I'm not against it. I'm not against if my wife wants to go and grab a burger or something. I'm not going to say no, but I will take the buns off and I'll eat. Like, that's just what I do. Yeah. I am strict. Well,
what you said was, it's a very powerful motivator. It's nothing like being a father, but do you mind if I dig a little deeper?
Sure, absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Part of my brevity, because I hear a lot of me in you. Okay. So I know you said it's for your health and longevity. Why are you worried about stubborn body fat on your pecs and your lower abs then?
Just because yeah, that's true, man. That's a good question. I don't know. Because I guess I feel like I'm working so hard and I want to look a certain way. In my brain, I want to look a certain way.
That's right.
That's where my head is.
I'm going to help you with this.
Be careful with that.
I'm going to help you with this, Dennis, because your true motivation, I know there's a part of you that is doing it for your daughter, but there's a very strong part of you that's actually stronger, that is more focused on how you look. It's more focused on for you and all that. And I get it, because that happens to me all the time. And here's my warning to you, Dennis. If you don't change that, I promise you, you'll fall out again. I promise you. I would bet everything. I'd bet my whole company on it that you'll go back to the old extreme where you get back into drinking, smoking, eating, or whatever. So if that part right there is what you're going to have to tackle and wrestle with, otherwise it's going to be on and off again.
Especially when you're pushing and doing it as hard and as strict as you are, because you said it already. It's like, man, I'm putting all the work in, I'm dialed, I'm disciplined, and I ain't seeing these results, like, because you're still tied to the physical results from everything you're doing right now. You feel like that's where people break, because they go, fuck, man, I've been killing it. I'm doing everything perfect. I'm not getting the look I want. Why am I even wasting my time doing this? And that's what causes the off and on right there, versus going, man, I'm just a dude that works out 5 days a week. I'm healthier. I'm stronger.
This is what I do
than I've ever been. I'm adding years back to my life by the way I'm taking care of myself, and being actually very proud of where you came from and where you're at and how consistent you've been. And it's more become just a lifestyle that you live. And you know what? Over time, it is going to just, you will get better, and the body fat will continue to get, especially if you're that dialed. But if you connect how dialed and how hard you're making an effort towards the way you look, that's going to let you down. And what's crazy is, even when it gives you results, it'll still let you down, because you'll just move the goalpost, and you'll keep moving the goalpost. Versus, man, you're doing great. And I think that was Sal's first, questioning, like, you're doing a lot. Like, you're training a lot, you're moving a lot, you're putting a lot of effort.
I mean, you're treating this like a bodybuilder with your routine, your diet. I mean, I see your email and you're breaking it down. I see, peptide stack, testosterone. You're doing it like a bodybuilder is, which, for the purposes of looking a particular way. And I'm just going to add to this, Dennis, you will never be satisfied. It will never give you what you're looking for, and eventually you'll bounce in the other direction. Now, here's the second thing I'm going to tell you that I think this is going to sell you on what I'm saying. If you do this for the right reasons, you'll actually get the look that you want. But here's the kicker. You can't care about the way you look. But so you got to stop caring about that and really just refocus on the most important reasons, and placing that first, which is health, longevity, mobility, and it'll start to direct you in actually a more appropriate way of doing things. It'll reduce your risk of injury, and you will get the look you want. There'll be a point where you're gonna look in the mirror and be like, oh my God, this is, but if you don't do that and you chase a look, it's like trying to catch your shadow. You'll never get there. Yeah. It's always gonna be in front of you, no matter what happens. And I've been to 6% body fat. I've done all that. It's never enough.
It's actually really good timing that you're calling in right now, because Sal's series just kicked off, and this is
cool.
A lot of his series is about his lifelong struggle with exactly what we're talking to you about right now. So definitely make sure you're following along. I know the first episode just went live. I don't know when the second one's
Second one will be up by the time this
Today?
is.
And this is Mind Pump TV on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind Pump TV, YouTube.
You know, we'll send you the link to the first episode.
Yeah.
Check it out, Dennis. And you can see, like, I hear me and you. That's why I went straight. That's why I went real straight with you. So, because I'm not, there's no advice I can give you fitness wise. I mean, I could give you a program. I could tell you which program is better. But if we don't take the route and really tackle that, it's not going to help, and you will fall out. I'm going to tell you this right now. You will go back, dude. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, do your thing. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I honestly have never thought of it the way y'all have been putting it. And as soon as you said it, I was like, well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I guess also deep down in my being, and what Adam said, if it takes me another year to get to wherever I want to get to, so be it. But I want to make sure that I'm not messing it up.
You're not messing it up.
You're doing the right things, bro. Your diet,
I think you're doing more than you need to.
Yeah, exactly. You could do less and still get to that place.
Totally.
So, but it's like Sal was saying, if you love working out 5 days a week, keep it going. But you're doing more than enough to continue to change your physique, continue to get stronger, to continue to lose body fat, and you're feeding yourself appropriately calorie wise. You've got a good focus on protein. You're hitting all the right vitamins and supplements. You got your hormones balanced out because you're taking TR. I mean, you're doing all the right things. It is just a matter of time. But I think Sal's just wanting you to the sooner you let go, the sooner you'll be happy with where you're going and where you're at.
Dennis, here's something. I'm going to do something I've never done before. I don't know who you are, so what I'm going to, and I probably will never do this again. I'm going to have Doug send you a link to my series, and he's going to give you my cell phone number, and I want you to text me when you have questions or whatever struggles with this.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. That means the world to me.
As soon as we get off, he'll send that over to you, and then you watch the series, and then let me know what you think, and then we'll see if we can't get you on the right path, my friend.
Cool. Can I just a small follow-up question, just because I've watched 2 or 3 videos that y'all posted recently about the Rhonda Patrick, I think is her name.
Yep.
And so I know that you said, Sal, because I saw you on Instagram say, she's not wrong. I get the philosophy behind what she's saying and what you're saying. But as a person, like I've told y'all what I do, is it better for me to do walk, or am I strong enough I should be doing HIIT to get more fat off my body, or does it even matter?
It won't make a difference.
It won't.
Yeah. Okay.
You're checking all the boxes, brother.
If you want more extra stamina and endurance, you can. You'll probably have to reduce your strength training.
Yeah, but
it's intense.
He's already teetering on
overdoing
too much.
Yeah,
that's just flirting with that. Like you could actually scale down to 4 days a week or a 3 day a week and see as much results as you possibly are. And I have no idea what the outside forces are going on as far as stress levels in your life. And so if depending on how that is, what you're currently doing right now could even be a little too much. So adding something that's high intensity like interval training won't help. It'll only flirt with that line even more, if not cross over that line. What you're doing right now, brother, is more than enough to continue to build a good physique. It's a slow process. It's going to have peaks and valleys, but you're not trying. When your first original question, you ain't fucking it up. You ain't doing anything that's messing that up. You're on the right path. But I agree with Sal. Like, we got to get to the place where we're reframing kind of the goal, because even when you reach whatever this picture is, it'll change. It just does. It will. It'll be. It's that shadow, like you said. You'll never catch it.
Is the weighted vest thing a smart idea or a stupid idea?
If you like it
for walking.
If you like it,
I just feel like I got so used. I did what y'all said and started at 6,000 steps, and then I know when my body adapted to it. And then I got 8, and then I had 10, and then I was just able to walk without my heart rate going up. And so I said, put this on and do the same walking. It should add a little extra something, I assume.
It does. It makes it harder if you want to make it harder and you enjoy that. But is it making a big difference? Not really.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much for all your help. I really do appreciate everything y'all do.
You got it, man. Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, I had to get straight with him because I saw his email.
Well, you could tell when he was talking to you and he said it, you could tell he's hearing himself and he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. It's for my health.
I mean, you could see it in his eye. You could see it literally as it's coming out of his mouth. He's saying it and he's going, oh, damn, you're right. Like, it's the wrong focus.
Yeah, and we just fool ourselves. I mean, I do it all the time. And it's, again, it's that shadow analogy, and you just will never catch it. You will never, it's so crazy. People on both ends of the spectrum are the most unhappy with their bodies. People who are totally unhealthy, obese, don't think about anything, they're very unhappy. People on the other extreme, the shredded, you know, whatever, they're just as unhappy with their bodies. It just looks different. It's a similar dysfunction, just in the opposite direction.
Yeah, you have to tell the audience too, just why we're concerned about, because what he's doing isn't crazy amount of overtraining or something like that. But the biggest concern that I have when I hear someone like this is they're doing all the things, and they're putting so much effort towards moving the needle for an aesthetic look, and when you're not getting that look that you're seeking, that's when you throw your arms up. You go like, F it, why am I doing all this stuff? Versus figuring out, you know, maybe 3 days is a very easy routine for you to work out. And sometimes you get 10,000 steps, sometimes you get 8, sometimes you get 12, and you don't have this crazy regimen. It's just, hey, I'm a guy that walks. Hey, I'm a guy that gets to the gym 3 times a week, and it's easy, and the results come slowly, but it's something that you just do in part of your life, and you're not constantly measuring the work you're doing for the money you're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what that trap is, and that's what leads somebody to the on-off.